6, Urbi, is a remake of Nightfall GP from older Halos, particularly Halo 4. And it's a solid track. This track was forged by Armada223 and Stained Blades. I almost said Snained Blades, which I don't really know what that is, but look it up. Maybe it's actually a thing. Anyways, this track is a pretty faithful remake. They did take a little bit of creative liberty with the downhill chicane, like the negative camber chicane, because it's a little bit, why'd I even say a little bit? It is a bit harder than the original corner in Halo 4. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was hard in Halo 4, but in this game it's really freaking hard. Like, it's definitely way harder than it was in Halo 4, which is fine. I'm not complaining about it, I'm just pointing that out. That is one of the areas where they did take a little bit of creative liberty. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. Yeah, I can't really think of any other differences. And there might be a few like minor things here and there, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. But let's go over the points I usually like to go over. So I'm going to say aesthetic. Aesthetics on this track are pretty solid. Like, it's very simple, like, design with the rocks and everything, but there are some very clever things that they do. Like, I think the fire coming out of like the glass pit that kind of makes you think you're gonna die, but it ends up being glass, and the downhill chicane is pretty cool. It's a little unique, and I think it's really cool. Another thing they did, you might see it right here. I'll see it if you can. Right there, the flags on or above the pits. They did these things that look like flags that are kind of like in actual racetracks. They'll have like the flags above the pits. I think that's really cool. I haven't seen anybody really do that before, and it's really cool. It's definitely an original idea. So the aesthetics pretty cool in this track. For raceability, I mean, you could have some pretty good races on here, except for that downhill chicane. That makes it pretty freaking hard, and like the packs will probably get separated a little bit. But other than that, this track's pretty freaking raceable. I mean, there's not really any places you get stuck or anything, and I mean, you could hit the pylons, but that just makes it more competitive. So it's a solid track for racing. It's not like a stupid roller coaster where you're just gonna fall off it. Like, this track runs really well, and you can race with people really well in it. Onto the flow. I mean, this is why they remade the track, is because Nightfall has amazing flow. The only little gripe I have with it is you get second gear cheesed, and you could hear it throughout the video probably. You get second gear cheesed so freaking often on this track, and it kind of messes with the flow. Like, it feels great until that second gear cheese hits, and it's so annoying. And I can't really take too much away from them. It's not really their fault, it's the game's. It just sucks because that second gear cheese really messes with the flow. And when it doesn't happen, the flow on this track's amazing. Like, the corners flow really well together. And that's why they remade this track, is because Nightfall and the other Halos had amazing flow. So, I mean, it sucks that that's the way it is, but that is the way it is. Overall rating, I'm going to give it an... wow, I'm going to give it an 8.7 out of 10. Very solid remake of Nightfall GP. And say congrats to Stained Blades and Armada for pulling it off. See you guys next time.